right, so if you're a coach, consultant, or an operator, and you probably have like a consulting offer, coaching offer, and an info business, and you're still charging less than $2,000 for your coaching offer, then you need to watch this video and you need to pay close attention to this video. I seriously have like this. I see this with so many people, and like I see this problem with like insanely like amounts of people who are my friends, my clients, and stuff like that. And it's just like you guys are leaving a ton of money on the table, and I really want to address this in a YouTube video. And I have notes right here so that I can actually like not ramble and like like explain things better. But stay tuned to this video, all right? Like if you were to give me like 10 minutes of your time, like this is it. All right, so I would just want you to make more money, that's it. All right, so like you probably have like you probably have a low ticket community, right? So like if any of you have a low ticket community, or if you run a low ticket community, and if you have like, so you're already charging high ticket, but like you're charging 1K, 2K, you're not charging like 3 to 5K for your offer, maybe even upwards of 10. All right, you're just leaving a ton of money on the table. And this is the reason why, because there's a lot of things like with pricing that you probably are scared of, and I just want to address everything. All right, so there's a lot of reasons why you would charge like lower, and like you're just basically like thinking, oh, like if I get more clients into my business, right? If I get more customers, I just do a low ticket community, and like I charge 30, 50 or $75 per month, like $99 per month, and like I just get them onto a community, get 1,000 members in there. I would just like have recurring revenue, right? Or I get passive income. I don't have to like fulfill as much, and it's really just passive for me, right? Like with this mindset that you have, like just don't start any like coaching offer or consulting offer, basically. Like if you're not in this for like the long game, or if you're not in this for like actually helping clients and like getting clients results and like changing lives, you're like, just don't do it. Just don't start a low ticket community. Like if you truly want to start like a consulting offer, do high ticket. Because if you do low ticket, like what's gonna happen is that you're gonna get shitty clients into your business. You're gonna complain that like all these people are brain rot, or like your churn rate is extremely high. There's like people canceling, and you constantly have to think about how I can add more bonuses, add more things into my low ticket community to like keep up with them, and like how can I do more calls, how can I reduce the churn rate, get people to cancel, like get lesser people to cancel. And like if I increase the price, there's so many people that like don't join, and if I lower the price, like I get a ton more people interested, and like they just join, and like I'm making like lesser money, right? The whole point is that like you're getting shitty clients. And with low ticket communities, you're not gonna make as much as a high ticket offer. Like hands down, if you really want to scale past like 50K, 100K, like doing high ticket offers is way better. And it's just a simple change in your offer. It's a simple change in how you get people to perceive your offer in a premium way, right? It's just that. Like you can be charging like way more for just a simple offer switch, right? Like do you understand how powerful that is? Because like, I see this with so many clients, and like they just want to do like low ticket because like it's easier. It's like I don't want to uh put as much time into fulfilling for my clients and stuff like that. I'm like, what? like like you want to make money with info, but you don't want to fulfill for your clients. Like that, yeah, this is not easy money. Info is not easy money, and I'm gonna say here, like, info is still a business, and in a business you have to serve your clients, and you have to keep your reputation by, like, fulfilling, right? By making sure clients get results, they're happy, and they constantly like come back to you, right? So that's, I went on a tangent right there, but like, to get that out of the way, don't ever do low ticket communities ever. Alright, like I have done low ticket communities for like the past 2 years, and like I see high ticket now, and it's like way better. Alright, so even though there's a bit more work there that you have to do, that you probably have to fulfill more, like, you can still manage time. And I've seen a lot of people who work like 4, 5, 6 hours per day, and they love what they do. They love what they do with high ticket, and you can choose the clients that you work with. That's the best part, right? You don't have to constantly rely on volume to like get clients for like $50 per month. That's alright. So I want to get that out of the way, but like, you probably think that lower prices is like equals to more revenue, and like more members inside of your community will make you more. Like, don't, that's not true. Like, you can get 5 to 10 people to pay you 3 to 5k, and you'll make like 10 to 15k right there, and you can choose the clients that you want to work with, not initially, but as you get more results and stuff like that, like, you can use that as a scarcity play. Alright, but like, every time you lower the price, or every time you charge the same thing as like what everybody charges, right? So let's say you're like, you have the expertise, you have the experience, you even have gotten like way better results, or you understand like a certain area in your field better than someone else in your industry, and in like there's another guy or girl like crushing it and making way more money with info than you, with lesser experience, and they're charging way more money. Like, think about that. Like, with your expertise and your experience, you can be charging more, but you're scared of rejection, and you're scared of like increasing the price. You're scared of like getting like way more money out of it, because you're scared of like fulfillment, right? You're scared to offer like a promise, and you're scared that you might not be able to fulfill on that promise. Like, you see so many scams out there, you see like so many burnt like people getting burnt out by these programs and stuff like that, and you just like let that get into your head. If you're confident about your product, which you should be doing, right? You should be confident in yourself. Like, please, like, be confident in yourself, because like, if you're confident in yourself and you're able to deliver on your product, then why don't you charge way more? Because like, you should be charging what you deserve, right? You shouldn't, like, if you see someone like with way lesser experience, way lesser credibility, way lesser expertise, charging way more, why can't you, right? And I see this with a lot of clients as well that I have, or a lot of friends, right? Like, they are scared to charge like higher ticket, and it's all about like fulfillment, right? If you're just basically gonna be one of those gurus that like make huge and bold promises and guarantees when they just like don't fulfill on the back end, right? So it works hand in hand, right? So your marketing has to be good to get someone in, but you also have to fulfill and keep clients happy, right? So if you don't like fulfill and you make the huge bold promises and guarantees, then like, yeah, you get the point. But like you're gonna attract people that are like you're just gonna attract people who see you as less of an authority and like they don't trust your expertise. Because the more you charge, like for example, if there's two restaurants and they both sell the same Italian cuisine, right? One charges like $20 per meal and one charges like $100 per meal, and like you look at both of the restaurants, both foods are good, but this like the $20 like Italian cuisine, like it's not like it doesn't look that great. It's not like it's not well maintained and stuff like that. And you see the other restaurant like they charge $100 and like they look like an actual restaurant that everyone wants to go into, right? Who would you go for? It's all about perceived value, right? So like people would charge higher prices and they will see like you as premium if you charge way higher. So like you have to get out of the mindset of being rejected or being scared of objections on your sales calls, like, and you should be charging higher. All right, so like if you, and I'm saying this right now, like if you charge low ticket and then you charge high ticket, like sure, like there's a lot of like you can do an ascension model, right? You can get people for low ticket, then increase them and like get them to join for high ticket. But your low ticket community has to be extremely valuable, like extremely valuable to the point that like it looks like a high ticket product but you're charging for less. Like then an ascension model will be a good play. But like it's way better to like get a ton of money from a person. Okay, let me explain this in a better way. All right, so imagine an ideal customer, like your ideal customer just comes into your funnel or like looks at your content and stuff like that, and they buy your low ticket product, right? When they have the money for your high ticket stuff, imagine that. Like if they have your money for your high ticket stuff, why would you be getting them to join at a low ticket price, looking at your low ticket product and be like, oh, that's it? Like I will just like take my time and like do like just follow the stuff, but as in like I will just like leave after that, when you can be taking their money and like getting them committed into your program and your like expertise and getting them the result way faster. Like you're leaving so much money on the table when someone who's able to pay $5,000 right now, when they pay $30 for your community. Like think about that. Like you can be like getting so much more out of one person when you do high ticket on the front end, instead of like doing low ticket on the front end then high ticket. Think about it. Like, you know, like that's why I explain to a lot of my clients too, and it's like it's insane to me that they just don't think about that, and they are scared of like fulfillment, or like they're scared of I've so many things to do. But like focus. That you want to do this like coaching thing and you want to have a coaching offer. So like a coaching offer is not a side hustle, it's not a side thing, it's a business. That's what a lot of people don't see. It's not a side thing. Like you have to like treat this as a business as well. And it's like if you want to make a lot of money from this business, then you have to treat it like a business, and you have to like do high ticket, not just some low ticket passive income thing. It's not passive income, by the way. So like get that into your head. I'm sure you want to make way more money, right? Like if you want to make way more money, like why don't you charge like what you're worth? like 3K, 5K, when someone who's like who has lesser experience than you, has a lesser expertise, is charging way higher for what they do, right? Way higher than you, alright? So like if you're honestly like doing a like it's not a side hustle at the end of the day. Like you have to like get this into your head. Like people don't see you as an authority if you do low ticket. Like people don't treat you as seriously. They don't show up. They don't do the work. They don't get results. They have low skin in the game. They're less committed. That's what all your clients are at right now with low ticket communities, and I can like attest to that because like I constantly have clients who have low ticket communities and like they constantly charge less than like 1K 2K for their offers, and it's like their clients just aren't that committed. Like they just come in with like the expectation of like, oh, like I want to get this result, then it's like they don't want to put the work to get the result, then it just take a damn long time to get the result because they take their own sweet time to do things. Like, and you on the other hand have to like constantly like fight to like fulfill for the client, and like you constantly like trying to get people to cancel lesser, or like getting lesser people to cancel, and like you reduce churn, and you're trying to like do these things, and you're not treating it as seriously and stuff like that. Like why don't you do that? Like, so I encourage you to charge high ticket, and like you should be charging high ticket for your offer, and the number one thing that you should be working on is okay, so if you're doing like a low ticket like community, or like if you're like doing high ticket, like and you're charging less than 2K, like the first thing you should focus on is to change your offer. Alright, so you change your offer by making a results driven promise. So like people want the outcomes and the transformations, and the more sophisticated the market is, like you want to work on your mechanism. Alright, so because one simple change inside of your offer like can really make you like a way more money. And I want to search up this quote from Alex Hormozi in terms of offers, but if you watch or if you read his book, right, like if you read his book, the first part of the book he basically says like you need to like already be charging, like you should be doing Grand Slam offers, and offers are the most important thing that you should be working on in terms of like your business, because an offer can bring in a change in your offer can bring in exponential amounts of growth and like money for your business. So I can't find the quote, but I probably found it. Okay, so yeah, okay, Jeff Bezos said, outside returns often come from betting against conventional wisdom, and conventional wisdom is usually right. Given a 10% chance of a 100 times payoff, we should take that bet every time. But you're still going to be wrong 9 times out of 10. We all know that if you swing for the fences, you're going to strike out a lot. But if you're also going to hit some home runs, the difference between baseball and business, however, is that baseball has a truncated outcome distribution. When you swing, no matter how well you connect the ball, the most runs you get is 4. In business, every once in a while, when you step up to the plate, you can score 1,000 runs. This long-tailed distribution of return is why it's important to be bold. Big players pay for so many experiments. So you have to make offers so good that people feel stupid saying no, and it's like cringy like right now, like as the more times you see that book, and the more times you kind of like listen to Alex Hormozi, you'll feel like, oh, you have to make an offer so good people feel stupid saying no. But it's true, like an offer is extremely important in terms of like your business. That's why like when you create a business, like you have to think in terms of like what offer does the market want, right? What are people buying, right? You have to do research, right? So that's the first thing you have to do. All right, the second thing you have to focus on is basically, okay, how you calculate how you're underpriced is this. So if your close rate is above 30%, and like let's say it's like 70 to 80% right now, like your close rate is extremely high, right? That means you can increase the price. That means that a lot of people want like your current like offer right now, and you can be charging way higher. Alright, so you're kind of like too cheap, and like you should increase the price. The second metric that you have to track is in terms of your upfront cash collection. So if it's above 40%, you can also be charging way higher, right? You can also be increasing your price, all right? So if everyone's saying yes to your offer right now, that means you're not charging enough, right? If everyone's like paying in full upfront, like then it's it's a good thing. Let's say for example, like if you have a $1,000 offer right now, and there's a lot of people just like paying off the bat, right? You can be charging way more, all right? So like you kind of need some healthy amount of like objections, and the reason why you need objections and the reason why you fear objections from clients is that you just like think about it. If you want to buy anything expensive, like you would think like, why do I have to buy like anything expensive, or like what's the point of buying this instead of the other option, and like there's so many objections, right? But as in like you want a healthy amount of objections, and like your marketing should be handling all of the objections for you, so that when your clients or your prospects hop on the sales call with you, they will be already be sold on you, your mechanism, and themselves succeeding with your offer. So that's the three things that you have to sell people on. All right, so it's you, your mechanism, and themselves. All you have to do is to charge higher. All right, so there's two important last points that I want to make, and it's that the first point is that money is just an exchange of value, right? So if you know business, it's like when you a business is about solving problems, right? You help people solve problems, and they pay you in exchange for value that you're gonna give them, right? To help them solve their problems. So the amount of value that you're gonna give to the customer for changing their life, getting a certain outcome, like it's just an exchange of value for the amount of money that they're gonna give you. So you have to think in terms of that. Like you can't, like your price kind of reflects the transformation that you provide for them, right? So if you don't believe that your value and you can help people, and like you can give them a ton of value and get them a certain result, like like they're not gonna pay you, right? Because people can sense your energy on their sales calls, right? If you're not convicted in yourself and your product, like people just won't like feel convicted in you. It's an energy exchange, right? Money is energy, and money is also value, right? So they just charge what they're worth, and you have to sit down and think about like and work on your self-worth, because like you're definitely worth way more for like the amount of money that you're charging, right? So like that's the first mindset shift that you have to make, is that like money is an exchange of value, and you have to charge like what you're worth. The second shift that you have to make is that whenever a client DMs you, they like your reel, they hop on a sales call with you. All they want, like, they take so much effort to hop on a sales call with you, to DM you, or to even be interested in your stuff, right? Like, that means they need you more than you need them. So think about that. If they need you more than you need them, then, like, you're trying to help them solve a problem, right? So they took all the effort to DM you, to hop on a sales call with you, and they're taking time out of their day to do so. That means they need you more. They see you as an authority, and you can be charging way more for what you're worth. So, like, if you're desperate for the sale, and if you want to, like let's say your initial price is 5K, and the prospect gives you a ton of objections and stuff like that, and you start to lower the price and you don't stand your ground, that means you're desperate for the sale. That means, like, you're kind of initiating, like you're kind of like giving out the energy that you're not worth, like, the price. Like, that means you're kind of like trying to get them to join as much as possible, and like, oh, like, I have to um like, charge lower so that they can join and stuff like that, so that, like, they will have lesser objections and stuff. Like, no, don't lower your price for them, right? If they can't pay for your stuff, then they probably aren't a good client for you, and there's like a bunch of other clients or other people that's willing to pay for your expertise. Like, think about that. Like, they need you more than you need them, and your job isn't to convince people to join. Your job isn't to, like, be desperate and, like, oh, like, I will lower my price, or you just get it for 2K instead of, like, 4K today, and blah blah blah, right? Your job is to qualify, and if they are not, like, able to make the payment, you can do split payments, but you should never lower your price, like, ever. Never lower your prices, alright? Like, all you have to do is to just, like, help them realize that they need help, and and people don't care about the price at all. Like, think about it. Like, people don't care about the price. All they want to do is to solve the problem that they have right now and get the outcome. And you should position yourself in the middle where you're valuable, right? Like, you should position yourself in the middle where, like, you're the gap, you're the only option to help them get from where they are to where they want to be. That's all you have to think about, alright? Like, and you have to detach from the sale, and you shouldn't be desperate, because, like, they're coming to you, and, like, they're DMing you, they are hopping on a sales call with you. Like, why would you be desperate for the sale? That means you're gonna lose your authority, you're gonna lose, like, your credibility when you can be charging, like, way more, alright? So, like, this is not what I expected. It's like 30 minutes right now, but I hope you get some value out of this. I hope you, like, truly charge for what you're worth, and, like, I really want you to make way more money. So do not ever, like, lower your prices. Like, get away from low ticket, do high ticket, and, like, you shouldn't be desperate for the sale. And look at your current close rate, look at your current, like, cash, like, average cash collected, right? If your upfront cash collection is above 40% and your close rate is above 30%, that means you can, like increase the price. And, like, you want to get away from, I'm sure you want to get away from, like, shittier clients and, like, people, like, doing like, I'm sure you want to get away from lower ticket, and I'm sure you want to get away from, like, shitty clients who just don't want to do the work, and they get, like, a ton of, they complain a lot and stuff like that, and they cancel and stuff. I'm sure you want to get this negative energy out of the way, and like higher ticket is way better. All right, so you should be charging what you're worth, and you should be like getting like reframing your mind to like charge what you're worth basically. So like I hope this video helps, and if you have any like questions about this particular like video and like stuff like that, just DM me on IG. It's linked in the description. But yeah, I'll see you soon. Peace.